Becoming a Witcher is as much of a privilege and honor as it is a pain in the grass. Those who successfully navigate this treacherous path of becoming a Witcher through passing several arduous trials become superhuman beings. But what exactly are their powers? What's the limit of their perception and vision? Is their blood itself something out of the world? Well, in this video we delve into the powers of Witchers and explore all of this and more. Let's begin, shall we? But before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin. Alchemy Proficiency. Witchers have a deep understanding of monster anatomy. You know, when someone uses too much of a skill they acquired through great hardships, the skills get overlooked and people start to believe it is something very usual. That's the curious case of a Witcher's alchemy skills. Now, laymen do not necessarily know about the various herbs or monster body parts to make potions, decoctions, etc., so Witchers need a huge variety of potions to fight monsters. Either these potions give them strength or they give the Witchers the much needed immunity against specific monsters. But immunity comes into play only when a small portion or a weakened form of the disease is inducted into the system. You know, kind of like how vaccines work. So Witchers learn throughout their lives about monster weaknesses, behavior, anatomy, etc. Additionally, they learn how to make blade oils, bombs, etc., which add a tactical advantage in their fights and hunts. This is where decoctions come in. These alchemical drinkables are not the same as Witcher potions. Brewing these is pretty difficult because a Witcher needs to collect specific mutagens from the monster he has just slain. The decoctions also have a much higher toxicity and their effects last longer than typical potions. Additionally, the decoctions a Witcher makes provides them immunity from monster attacks and venom. So you see, a Witcher is much more than a man with swords throwing bombs at monsters. He is an alchemist in his own right, and that's nothing short of a superpower. Witchers can see in near pitch darkness. If you watch our video on the anatomy of Witchers, you know how exactly a Witcher develops feline eyes and how these differ in different Witchers. So without getting into the anatomical facts, I'll explore how potent a Witcher's vision is. Firstly, they can constrict their pupils into vertical slits when there's blinding light so that fewer light rays enter their eyes, or they can expand their eyes to even cover the portion of the iris when the environment is dark, such as the lair of a monster. Additionally, Witchers can further increase the strength of their sight and night vision by taking something called the cat potion, which is believed to be the first ever potion that was designed exclusively for Witchers. The concoction allows Witchers to pick up wavelengths that would otherwise go unnoticed by their cat-like eyes, which in turn lets them see through the darkness and fight effectively in caves, crypts, monster lairs, and woods that are lovely, dark, and deep. Witchers drink potions to go into the berserk mode. In the show, Geralt often drinks a potion right before going nuts with a monster. While the books and the games are high on ingredients and effects of these alchemical concoctions, the show doesn't really shed much light. Nevertheless, there's one potion from the source material that seems to be Geralt's go-to drink when he needs to go berserk, and it's called Blizzard. Geralt's eyes turn black and his reaction time and reflexes improve manifolds, which allow him to better evade and parry attacks. In fact, the potion slows down time for the Witcher, who consumes a vial of Blizzard, so it is most useful against enemies that teleport or move at lightning fast speed, for instance raids. Since Blizzard is taken just before a fight or an extremely dangerous or urgent situation, it's safe to assume that Geralt drinks Blizzard in the show. But the berserk mode lasts only for about 20 minutes or so, which is contrary to most other Witcher potions, which last for around 8 hours. Witcher Medallion. The Witcher Medallion is quite a distinctive emblem that symbolizes the profession of the Witchers. I mean, someone from the continent can't really purchase a Witcher Medallion on Amazon like you and I can. It wasn't something like an armor or a sword. You'd have to earn it. You couldn't purchase it. Crafted from silver, each medallion is meticulously shaped to represent the specific school from which the Witcher hails. For instance, the School of the Wolf will feature a wolf on the medallion, and the School of the Cat will feature a cat. This magical accessory is given to every young candidate who successfully inevitably undergoes the rigorous trial of the grasses, marking their initiation into the esteemed ranks of the Witchers. The origins of the first medallions remain shrouded in mystery, although it is widely speculated that they were forged within the mystical confines of Karamoran Magic Forge. With a unique sensitivity to magic, the medallion becomes animated when confronted with the presence of spells, sorcery, or enchanting beings such as genies and mages. Beyond its symbolic significance, the Witcher medallion is a multifunctional tool, providing its possessor with invaluable insights and warnings. It adeptly detects the emanations of magical auras in close proximity, alerting the Witcher to nearby spellcasting, illusions, or magical creatures. Furthermore, it acts as a guardian, alerting the Witcher wearing it about unforeseen threats and imminent dangers. In the games, you can tune the medallion to either detect monsters or magic. Although the first two Witcher games had extensive use and importance of medallions, the third game and the first two seasons of the Netflix show did not delve much into the use of medallions. Nevertheless, the medallion, while highly proficient, is not without its limitations. In the presence of exceptionally potent magical auras, such as those found in places of power or during solstices, the medallion may exhibit erratic responses. Additionally, certain elusive creatures, such as Dopplers and higher vampires, possess the ability to evade detection when in the proximity of the medallion's influence. Additionally, in bustling urban centers where individuals frequently use simple magical amulets or sorcerous alarm systems, the medallion may occasionally display anomalous behavior due to the abundance of magical activity. Vesemir, the mentor and teacher of Geralt, expounded on the medallion's diverse functionalities, acknowledging its value as both a badge of honor and a vital instrument in the Witcher's trade.
Surprise.
Are Witchers immune to magic? Firstly, Witchers are more or less magical beings. I mean, they are even trained by mages who have exceptional magical abilities. Furthermore, only those boys who show some affinity towards magic can become Witchers. Once they actually become monster hunting machines, the Witchers learn the use of magic to defend themselves from various monstrous entities. Additionally, their silver swords are imbibed with magic and runes, but as far as their magical capacities are concerned, Witchers are not as strong as the mages, and Witcher magic is called a sign. Signs are simple but effective magical spells that can have a variety of uses, such as the creation of deadly traps, pyromancy, creating blasts and explosions, and shielding. As far as their ability to defend themselves against magic is concerned, Witchers do possess some degree of immunity, and it seems only logical for them to be able to do that. Additionally, since Witchers are quite agile and strong, they can physically evade magical spells by dodging them, so I believe that due to their mutations, Witchers are more resistant to magic than ordinary humans. This doesn't make them immune to powerful spells, but can give them a significant advantage when dealing with magical creatures or sorcerers. They can sense almost everything. Well, Witchers can sense a lot of things, or shall I say almost everything. Witchers possess extraordinary sensory capabilities that elevate their perception and enable them to sense a wide range of things and events. Their olfactory power is so potent that a Witcher can discern the species of an animal merely by smelling its blood, and that too from a considerable distance. This acute sense of smell enables them to track and identify creatures with remarkable accuracy, even when these beings remain hidden from their sight. In addition to this, Witchers possess something similar to a sixth sense that allows them to detect the presence of nearby beings, even when not in the line of sight. Over time, Witchers develop a more pronounced sixth sense, an innate intuition that allows them to feel the world around them. It helps them in figuring out the significance of objects and deciphering the immediate attention of individuals. In the game The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, players can experience these extraordinary senses through the gameplay mechanic known as Witcher Senses. Activating this ability allows Geralt to focus his superhuman senses, unveiling hidden clues and tracks that elude the perception of ordinary individuals. Notably, Witcher senses leave new interactive objects in a red hue, while objects previously examined are highlighted in distinctive yellow shade. To sum it up, Witcher senses, including the sixth sense, the ability to see things that people would normally miss, and the heightened visual, auditory, and olfactory senses make Witchers masters of perception. Advanced healing. Their remarkable resistance to diseases, poisons, and venoms give them an almost complete immunity to various afflictions, safeguarding them against common diseases like the flu and even protecting them against the most serious ones like cancer. This extraordinary immunity allows Witchers to consume potent potions that would prove lethal to an average individual and renders them impervious to venomous attacks by targets such as water hags. Perhaps one of the most valuable attributes is their capacity to rapid self-healing. Severe wounds that would ordinarily incapacitate or even prove fatal to others can be swiftly mended by Witchers, often within a matter of minutes or hours. Their bodies exhibit a remarkable regenerative ability, allowing them to recover from life-threatening lacerations with astonishing speed. Minor cuts and bruises pose a minimal concern to a Witcher, while more severe injuries can be remedied swiftly, enabling them to confront deadly monsters without actually meeting death. Falls from great heights, scratches from claws, and sword wounds are but minor threats to these skilled warriors, who effortlessly recover from such injuries and more. In terms of physical strength, Witchers like Geralt exhibit strength surpassing that of the average strongman, estimated to be 2 to 5 times more powerful than a perfectly fit human male. However, it is the combination of enhanced speed, endurance, healing abilities, and unique mutations that truly differentiates Witchers from normal humans. At a base level, the healing abilities of a Witcher are estimated to be approximately 4 times faster than those of an average human being, while the administration of potions and decoctions can further enhance this healing process. For instance, bone fractures that typically require 6 weeks for complete healing in humans can be remodeled and restored in a little over 10 days for a Witcher, assuming a clean break. However, more complex fractures or those involving joint damage may necessitate an extended duration for a full recovery. In the case of blood loss, a 2-part healing process occurs. The initial volume recovery, which takes 1 to 2 days for humans, is expedited for Witchers who can replenish lost fluids within 6 hours, provided they consume an adequate amount of food. Subsequently, the body replaces the lost cells, plasma, and platelets. While humans require approximately 8 weeks for full restoration, Witchers get spick and pan back on the streets in about 2 weeks. Despite their exceptional regenerative abilities, injuries such as punctured lungs, shattered skulls, punctured hearts, broken necks, or evisceration can prove fatal. Witchers require less sleep than an average human. Witchers require significantly less sleep. In fact, I would say little to no sleep, but yes, they do need to rest. While the precise reasons behind this reduced need for sleep are not clearly defined in the show or books, it is commonly attributed to the extensive physical and magical mutations undergone by Witchers. In the video games, Geralt usually meditates for a mere few hours in order to restore his health, especially after sustaining injuries. However, it is important to note that despite their diminished requirement for rest, Witchers are still capable of sleeping when necessary. After one of Geralt's intimate moments with Yennefer, he falls asleep beside her. While Witchers may occasionally experience fatigue and the desire for sleep, they can function remarkably well on considerably less sleep than humans. Furthermore, they have hallucinations and, on rare occasions, nightmares. So you can't have nightmares without sleep, much like you cannot have smoke without fire. Marvelous verdict. While the Witchers are extremely formidable and come with a plethora of uber-cool superpowers, fans often only consider them as sword-wielding and bomb-hurling monster hunters. But of course, they are much more than that. But hey, if you think I've missed something, then do let me know in the comments. Also, I'm open to seeing a well-informed and productive debate in the comment section about everything on The Witcher.
If you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.